Hello everyone, I'm Qiuyun, Research Assistant Professor of Clinical AI Group, Faculty of Dentistry, HKU. And this is the second video that I made about artificial intelligence in dentistry and oral health. And in this video, I want to talk about some applications of AI in dentistry and oral health. Again, here, like the first video, I don't want to talk about the technical things and mathematics behind of these AI models. I just want to briefly introduce some applications. So this video can be useful for some high school or college student or some undergrad student or some dental or dentist who like to know more about AI in dentistry. Here I categorize the application of AI in dentistry and oral health to six main groups. We will discuss about the application of AI in these six groups with one or two examples. The first one is early disease diagnosis. Second one is optimized treatment plan, decision support, manufacturing and robotics, and some smart devices, and finally using AI in education. Let's start with using AI with early disease diagnosis. Here I want to talk using AI to predict early detection of oral cancer. Oral cancer often starts with a tiny unnoticed white or red spots in our mouth. And most of the time people don't aware about that. If we can develop an AI model that help people to detect if this lesion is related to oral cancer can be very helpful. Here we can use deep learning to help us to predict if the lesion is related to the oral cancer or not. For example, this paper that I put here, they used the 2D intraoral images as a training data set to train a deep learning model, and the deep learning model finally can predict if there is any lesion related to the oral cancer in the input image or not. So this model has lots of application. For example, they use their model in a mobile app, and you can take a selfie from your mouth, and the model somehow can predict if the lesion available in your mouth is related to the oral cancer or not. Also, we can use deep learning in early detection of periodontal disease. For example, this paper that I reference here, they used 2D intraoral images as an input of a deep learning model to train the model, and the model finally can predict if there is any perio disease in our gum or not. The author of this work used the model in a mobile app, and you can use the mobile app and take a selfie from your mouth, and the app can actually help you to predict if you have any perio disease or even you have any dental caries in your mouth. Let's talk about the second application, optimized treatment plan. Here I want to talk about using AI for cephalometric automatic point detection. And actually, cephalometric points is important for orthodontics treatment and maxillofacial surgery treatment. And here AI can help to extract the cephalometric points totally automatically. Here, as you can see, we can train a model. Again, here we can use image processing, and the input of the model can be some radiograph image or CBCT image, and that output can be the cephalometric point that extracted by model automatically. As a reference, I put here one paper. You can go there and find more details about that. Also, there are some other tools, other software and web server on the web, and you can find them easily. Another application of AI is prediction of outcome of orthognathic treatment or maxillofacial surgery treatment. Suppose you have a patient and you want to perform some surgery, maxillofacial surgery on him, and you don't have any idea that what can be the outcome. Here, the AI can somehow help you to predict the facial attractiveness after doing surgery or treatment. Here I put one example, one paper, and if you like, you can go there and find more details about that. Okay, let's talk about next application, which is decision support. Machine learning and AI can be useful for the decision support as well. Here I provide one example from the orthodontics treatment. Suppose you have one patient, and some patients somehow they are in a complicated situation, and dentists cannot fully understand that if orthodontic treatment can be helpful for them or not. So here AI can help you by providing some hint. And here, for example, as an input, you can extract some features from your patient, like demographic features or some features from the oral cavity. And then these features can be used as an input of the model, and the model finally can predict if the orthodontic treatment can be useful for this patient or not. Here I put one paper as a reference for you, and if you like, you can go and read more about that. Also, we can use AI for manufacturing and robotics in dentistry and oral. As an example, I want to refer you to this paper, which is published by Glidewell, and they used some specific type of deep learning, which we call it generative adversarial network, to somehow automatically design the crown. As an input, they use the 3D intraoral scanner images, and they use this kind of image to train the model. And the model somehow can predict the final structure of crown fully automatically. And this actually model can have lots of benefits because we know that if someone wants to design crown, he needs to have lots of expertise and lots of knowledge. But with the help of these actually models, we can somehow help to design crown faster and more accurate. Also, there was some efforts to develop some robots that they can do implanting completely automatically. And one of them is this robot, which built in China. And there's not any scientific paper about that, but you can find a YouTube video about that. I put the link here, and I put the link in the description of this video. And you can watch the video and get the idea how it exactly works. Also, smart devices that is equipped with AI can be widely used in oral health and promote oral health. Like some smart toothbrush that is actually developed by some pioneer companies like Oral-B, Colgate, and Philips. And these toothbrush use some embedded AI in their devices, and they can actually somehow give you a feedback that if you brush good or not. And even some of them, they have some sensor and some camera in their brush, and they can actually capture the plug. And if you don't brush some area of your teeth in your mouth very well, maybe you suggest you that this area need more brushing. So they can be also very helpful and interesting. The AI can also be useful for some education matters. For example, recently, University of Columbia, they use some type of smart dental unit. That these smart dental units actually equipped with some different type of sensors and camera, and they could somehow capture every details activities of students. And these activities could be somehow saved into a big databases, and these data could be somehow processed automatically, or one expert could monitor this data and monitor the performance of the student. And somehow this kind of system can be used for precision medicine and somehow make the performance of teaching better. Again, there's not that much scientific paper about that, but there is a good YouTube video about that. I put the link here, and I will put the link in the description of this video, and you can watch that. Thank you very much for your attention. I tried to keep the video short, so definitely we have more application of AI in dentistry, but I didn't want to go through all of them. In next video, I try to go deeper to each application, maybe one by one. And if you have any questions or comment, you can send me by email, or you can put the comment in the comment of this YouTube video. Thank you so much.